yesterday we end with this particular slide, protein synthesis. Okay, what is protein synthesis? What is protein synthesis? You have any idea? Formation of protein as per the messages written there on the DNA. So yesterday we have seen all these things. Proteins are nothing. They are the biomolecules, and they are the various structural components of all the body of all the living organisms. Then we have seen that the enzymes and hormones what we have in our plant body or animal body, everything nothing. They are proteins only, the various types of proteins. Then we have seen that the protein is always synthesized as per the messages written there on the DNA, or what is there in the DNA. That means as per the blueprint of DNA. So from the DNA, the messenger RNA has to be synthesized first. It involves two processes. That one process is called transcription. The other process is called translation. Transcription means copying the genetic information from DNA to RNA. Then we have seen that whatever message is copied from DNA to RNA, based on that, all the RNAs together synthesizing the protein. So this is what we have seen yesterday, and after that I have shown this picture also. So here you got it very clear. I think the protein synthesis is having two steps. The first step is already gone. Second step they are showing now. So the first step here, it is given transcription. Now you see the messenger RNA is synthesized from DNA. Then in the second step it shows translation. There you see that all the various RNAs working together, and the protein is synthesized. And you know that the proteins are nothing. These are poly amino acid units. That means the proteins are made up of amino acids, and one after the other the amino acid is placed end to end, and the chain is formed. That is called the polypeptide chain, or we call it as protein. So this is what we have done yesterday. I hope that you understood. Everything is fine so far. Everything is okay. I hope everything is okay. Okay, fine. So you are yeah, I got the response. Very good. Now we go to today's topic. Today's topic again, the continuation of protein synthesis only. Protein synthesis, yesterday I told you that it is little lengthy topic over here, little difficult to understand, but I will try my level best to get it simplified by using the animated pictures and all. So be very careful, listen properly. If you leave the slide in between, or if there is any break in between, you may not be able to understand the continuity of this. So be very careful when attending this topic, because examination point of view, this topic is very important. At the same time, a little difficult to understand, at the same time very easy to score marks. So be very careful. Now we come to the main part of this topic. Again, this is a 2-mark question. Last year this question was there in examination for 2 marks. Nothing to write, just simply show a diagrammatic representation over there. Now what it says, that this is called central dogma of protein synthesis. Central dogma means the summary, we can say, the outline, we can say, the synopsis, we can say. So from DNA till the synthesis of protein, whatever processes taking place, whatever steps are there, all these steps are shown in 1 or 2 lines, or 2 or 3 lines as a representation. So this is what is the central dogma. But before that, you should know, as I told you yesterday, the DNA is the genetic material. Where this DNA is located, there in the body of living organism or in a cell. You please use the chat box. You please listen my question. Where the DNA is located? In the chromosome. Where the chromosome is located? Where the chromosome is located? In the nucleus. So now you know that in all living organisms, especially in eukaryotes, because in prokaryotes there is no nucleus, there the structure is there, that is called nucleoid. But in eukaryotes, there is nucleus, in that the DNA is present. DNA is the structure, we can say, that is the genetic material of all the living organisms. DNA is deciding what to be synthesized. DNA is deciding what kind of proteins to be synthesized. DNA is synthesizing what kind of traits you should have. So DNA is all in all. That means central dogma means the central theme. I can say the meaning in such a way. Otherwise, you can refer your dictionary over there. So what is the meaning of dogma? But central dogma over here, the central theme, that means summary, ekdam skeleton. Okay. And this is proposed by FHC Crick in the year 1958. Once I show you the whole picture, then you will know what is the meaning of central dogma. Okay, now just the heading is shown there. Okay, so DNA contain all the informations. Now you can see that if you want to synthesize protein, just imagine another example I will tell you. You know, for the construction of building, you need a blueprint. Now you see, you are a buyer, you are buying a flat. आप फ्लैट खरीदने को जा रहे, बिल्डर बनाने को जा रहे. लेकिन बिल्डर बिल्डिंग बनाते टाइम बिल्डर का वो इंटरेस्ट के अनुसार और उनका कुछ प्लानिंग होगा. ये प्लानिंग दूसरा किसी को बोलेंगे, दूसरा किसी बोलेगा तो उनका जो एम्प्लॉई है या whoever it is, so मतलब we can say architect, he will say, architect, this is the way you have to construct the building for me. So builder wants to construct a building. So builder is having certain interest, उनको पर्सनल इंटरेस्ट है. वो इंटरेस्ट के अनुसार उसको बिल्डिंग बनाना है तो वो किसको बोलेंगे? वो आर्किटेक्ट को बोलेंगे. आर्किटेक्ट ये सब मन में रख के एक ब्लूप्रिंट बनाएगा. ये ब्लूप्रिंट के अनुसार वो जो सिविल इंजीनियर्स, जो वर्कर्स उधर जो है, और माने जो सिविल इंजीनियर जो माने कर रहे हो, वो क्या करेंगे? ये काम करके लेंगे. एंड फाइनली द बिल्डिंग इज कंस्ट्रक्टेड अकॉर्डिंग टू द इंटरेस्ट ऑफ द, according to the will of the, according to the what you can say, total interest of the builder. वो आर्किटेक्ट का इंटरेस्ट के अनुसार नहीं है, वो बिल्डर के इंटरेस्ट के अनुसार बनाएगा. That means builder is communicating to the architect, I want this building in this manner. So then the architect is making the blueprint on the skeleton he is preparing, and then he is handing over accordingly that building is constructed. The same manner, see, the DNA is the builder over here. DNA wants to synthesize the protein according to the interest of the builder. I mean, interest of the DNA. Because on the DNA, it is written, I want to synthesize the DNA in this form. I mean, protein in this format. I want to synthesize this kind of protein in the body of this living organism. I want to, what you can say, synthesize this kind of traits, or this type of traits or characters must be there in the body of this living organism. So all these things are decided by the DNA. But this information, how DNA will pass on to architect? So that will be passed on to the architect by means of a process. That is what we have seen earlier, transcription. That means by transcription, whatever messages are written there on the DNA, that message is transferred to RNA. Okay, but from the RNA, no message will come back to DNA. So this is a unidirectional flow. That is why it is written there. It is a unidirectional flow of information, because the message has gone from DNA to RNA. Now, once the RNA get the information from DNA, according to the message received from DNA, RNA will synthesize the protein. So RNA is the executor. DNA is the, what you can say, is the order giving person, commander. DNA is the commander, RNA is the executor. So RNA executing what kind of proteins to be synthesized. So according to the information received from DNA, RNA will synthesize the protein. So this is a unidirectional flow from DNA to RNA and then RNA to proteins. Okay, and this unidirectional flow of information from DNA to RNA to protein is known as central dogma. So this is what is called a central dogma. Is it clear to you, friends? The central dogma is clear. Now you look at the chart over there. So now two pictures are given over there. Look at first picture. Now you see this is one DNA. Are you observing it very clearly over here? Don't look at this point right now. Just look at these two strands. Abhi DNA, I mean railway track ka jaisa aapko dikhta hai idhar. This is the DNA. In this DNA, there is one strand that is of blue colored. The other strand that we can say somewhat purple colored. Which color I don't know. Okay. Somewhat light purple color, yeah, something you can say. Anyway, you understood that what I mean. Okay, so two strands are there. So now what is happening there? Both the strands, you know, that is complementary. Both the strands are anti-parallel. Now you see this strand is running from 3' to 5' direction. This strand you look at there from left to right, you read 5' to 3' direction. Central dogma, now you see that only I'm explaining now. I'm explaining central dogma only. Okay, I just gave the introduction of central dogma. Now I am explaining it. Okay. Now once this explanation part is over, then again I will repeat if you want. Now, so this is the DNA strand. Now this is of 3' to 5' direction. The other one is of 5' to 3' direction. Okay. Now both the strands of DNA. Now what is happening there? Now you see here, this is the DNA strand. And this DNA strand is getting separated like this. Now both the strands got separated. Okay, now both the DNA strands got separated. And when these two strands got separated, you can see that two templates are formed there, or two old strands are formed there. But these old strands we talk about in case of DNA replication. DNA replication is exactly taking place like that. Once these two strands got separated, okay, once these two strands got separated, then you can see that these strands never come together. They cannot become pair again. अभी आप समझो इतना, आप समझो एक हस्बैंड और वाइफ और डाइवोर्स हो गया, कोर्ट में से उनको डाइवोर्स ऑर्डर मिल गया. डाइवोर्स ऑर्डर मिलने के बाद वापस उनको they cannot live together because they are no more husband and wife once they got the order from the court. जब तक कोर्ट में से उनको कुछ ऑर्डर नहीं मिला और जज और एक्सेप्ट नहीं किया, still they are husband and wife, maybe living separately, maybe trying for divorce. लेकिन एक बार ऑर्डर मिल गया तो देन मतलब एक बार दोनों सेपरेट हो गया तो then they cannot come together, then they cannot live together, then it is illegal. So same manner here, दोनों strands DNA replication का केस में कैसा है, when it is separated, then both the strands cannot come together, they cannot recoil, I told you one reason for that. You remember that why it cannot be recoiled? You please use the chat box and see. Yeah, that means we can say there is a protein over there called single stranded binding protein, SSBP. So the moment the strands are getting separated, the SSBP is coming and sitting over there. So that prevents the recoiling. But in case of this DNA, both the strands are getting separated, but not throughout. At some various locations, the strands are getting separated. When these strands are getting separated, the strand which is running in 3' to 5' direction, अभी देखिए आपका blue color का देखिए, the blue color का ये जो strand है, that is running from 3' to 5' direction, left to right आप देखिए उनका number उधर indicate कर दिया है. 3' to 5' direction, this strand is running. This strand, only this strand will synthesize a new strand. That we will see there in the next slide. Only this strand will synthesize a new strand. लेकिन ये जो strand that will lie as it is, वो separate हो गया, side में बैठेंगे, और ये जो blue strand which is running in 3' to 5' direction, that will synthesize a new strand. And that new strand will be the RNA. Okay, in this case, they know that they are going to synthesize DNA. I'm sorry, messenger RNA. So since they are prepared for synthesizing the RNA, the SSBP will not come there because of the various types of hormones included over here. The reason is that there is a specific hormone called RNA polymerase is coming and acting on there. Not DNA polymerase, RNA, but DNA polymerase is coming and acting. That means DNA is going to synthesize another DNA. If RNA polymerase is coming into role, that means RNA is going to be synthesized. So SSBP will not come in picture then. So this strand will synthesize a completely new strand. But remember, this strand, the new strand, will be the exact copy of its complementary DNA strand. Okay, the new strand which it synthesizes, that will be the exact copy of its complementary DNA strand. Are you getting me what I said, friends? I repeat, the DNA is unwinding, and then the strand which runs in 3' to 5' direction, synthesizing a new strand, that will be the exact replica of the strand, DNA strand, which runs in 5' to 3' direction. That means this is the exact replica, I say. But this is not a DNA. Can you tell me this is not a DNA? Can you tell me the reason? Please look at the picture very closely and then tell me, is it a DNA? Is it a DNA? No. Why? Why it is not a DNA? You from the picture, yeah, very good. You have written the answer. So why it is not a DNA? Because if it is a DNA, this component will not come. What is this structure? Uracil. So uracil is not there in DNA. In place of uracil in DNA, what is there? Thymine is there. But in this picture, you are seeing that, you are observing that uracil is there. It means thymine is replaced. Thymine is replaced means thymine is replaced by uracil. That means this is an RNA. Now you see RNA. This is the messenger RNA actually. So a messenger RNA is running in which direction? Its complementary direction, that is 5' to 3' direction. In this messenger RNA, so many nitrogen bases are there like this. And this we represents as codons. Every 3 nitrogen bases we say as one codon, another codon, and another codon. Like that, codons are there. And these codons representing various types of amino acids. They are representing various types of amino acids. And using these amino acids, what is synthesized? Protein will be synthesized. So from the DNA, messenger RNA is synthesized by transcription. And from the messenger RNA, according to the message written over here, a translation is taking place, and using amino acid, protein is synthesized. This is the central dogma of protein synthesis. From the DNA, the messenger RNA is synthesized, and from the messenger RNA, according to the message written on it, the translation takes place, and amino acid is attached, or using amino acid, the protein is synthesized. You got it? This is what the central dogma. Is it clear to you, Vishal, now? Now again, you see the same picture. Another picture you see here, DNA polymerase enzyme is working on it, and DNA strands getting separated. RNA polymerase is coming over there, and messenger RNA is synthesized. The RNA is transferred to ribosome, there where the protein is synthesizing. So from the DNA, message gone to RNA, and by using the messages written on the RNA, the protein is synthesized. This is what we call a central dogma. Vishal, is it clear to you now? Is it clear? Vishal, I'm asking to you, Vishal. Okay. Okay, good. Now you see, one more important thing I want to say. See, in this message, in this central dogma, DNA to RNA and RNA to protein, the message goes. Message never comes protein to RNA or RNA to DNA. That is why it is said unidirectional. Who said it? It is unidirectional. Who said it? Who said it, friends? You observe the slide, you can get the name. Crick. Crick in the year 1958 said, this is the format. Now later, now we have another knowledge. What is the knowledge? Even from the messenger RNA, DNA can be synthesized. What I said, friends, just now. You heard what I said? Yes, from the messenger RNA, DNA can be synthesized. When Crick said in the year 1958, the knowledge was that from the DNA, RNA can be synthesized, not vice versa. But later, today's knowledge is that from the RNA, even DNA can be synthesized. That kind of DNA we call complementary DNA. From the messenger RNA, DNA can be synthesized. DNA can synthesize RNA, and RNA can synthesize DNA. That is the present knowledge. And this present knowledge, especially that not in all living organisms like higher organisms, it is taking place there in prokaryotes, even virus and so on. So in prokaryotes, it can be done. From the DNA, RNA can be synthesized, and from the RNA, DNA can be synthesized. And for that, you can see that there is a process, there is a name for that, that is called retrotranscriptase enzyme is used. Retrotranscriptase enzymes is used, and that is called retrotranscription. That process is called either what we said, transcription, simple transcription we said. Simple transcription means DNA to RNA. But if it is reverse, then we call it as reverse transcription. Reverse transcription means from RNA to DNA. It takes place only in prokaryotes. That details we have not received, and means we don't know anything about that, whether it is possible in eukaryotes or so. Maybe scientists are working on it, maybe. Okay. But I'm not in a position to tell you, because human beings, it is not applicable there in human beings, because human beings are eukaryotes. I can say that much only, because it is seen there in prokaryotes. So in prokaryotes, the RNA can synthesize DNA. So that is called reverse transcription, and the enzyme which is used over there is that reverse transcriptase enzyme. And this contribution, this explanation, this information passed by two scientists in the year 1974. In the year 1974, two scientists explain on it. Their name is written over here, Temin and Baltimore. Temin and Baltimore in the year 1974 described this, that the RNA can synthesize, DNA to RNA can be synthesized, and reverse RNA to DNA can also be synthesized. So that is called a reverse transcription. Okay. Now you see where this protein synthesis taking place. Okay. Oh, sorry, the transcription takes place. I'm talking about transcription now. We are not coming to the main part of protein synthesis. Now we are there in the initial stage. The first step, that is called a transcription. So where this transcription occurs you know that DNA is located there in nucleus, as I told you before. Nucleus is located there in sorry, DNA is located there in nucleus. Okay, so in you know that during cell division, I mean cell division means during cell cycle. So the stages are passing through various stages like M stage, yeah, M phase, then the interphase. So in interphase, as I told you yesterday, there are three substages. In interphase, there are three substages. That is called gap 1, and then we call S phase, and then we call G2 phase. Okay, so G1, G2, and S phase, these are the three phases there in interphase. So in interphase, we can notice that G1, G2, and these two phases where this transcription process is taking place in the nucleus. So अभी याद रखना, ये जो ट्रांसक्रिप्शन मैसेंजर आरएनए कभी सिंथेसाइज होता है, मैसेंजर आरएनए सिंथेसाइज होता है न्यूक्लियस में, या ट्रांसक्रिप्शन टेकिंग प्लेस देयर इन द न्यूक्लियस, एंड दैट आल्सो during cell cycle. During cell cycle means cells are keep on dividing. So in between they are getting a preparatory phase that is called interphase. In the interphase there is a gap 1 stage and gap 2 stage. During this phase this kind of transcription takes place, because S phase means synthetic phase. During that phase the DNA is synthesizing, DNA is multiplying, DNA is replicating. But G1 and G2, these are the two phases where the transcription of DNA takes place. That means formation of messenger RNA from DNA takes place. Now, if you look at such DNA, the DNA is having two sites. That means the DNA which is going to synthesize RNA is having two sites. अभी आपको मालूम है, आप 100 मीटर रेस में पार्टिसिपेट करने को जाके ग्राउंड में जाके खड़ा हो, तो आपको मालूम है एक बिगिनिंग स्टेज है, एक एंडिंग स्टेज है. Am I right children? So you are participating in a 100 meter race there in Patak. बैकग्राउंड बैक साइड में आप जा रहे हैं, उधर ग्राउंड में खड़ा है, उधर एक लाइन ड्रॉ किया है, वो लाइन में आप जाके खड़ा है, सब लोग उधर ही जाके खड़ा है. That is the starting point. Similarly, at the opposite end, you know that somebody is standing, and there also you are going to get a signal, and there you have to end. अभी आप ऐसा सोचेगा, I don't want to stop it here, I will go back. ऐसा सोच का कुछ फायदा नहीं. So that means every race, you know that there is a starting point, at the same time there is an ending point, and that starting point we can simply say as a site, starting site and ending site. What I said, is it clear to you? Yes. So similarly, the DNA which is going to be transcribed, the DNA which is going to synthesize messenger RNA, or the DNA which is going to transcribe, that is also having two sites. One site is called as the promoter site. One site we can say the promoter site. You see here, this is the promoter site. That promoter site means that is the beginning, yeah, starting site. And similarly, once the transcription started, it has to end somewhere. It has to end somewhere, and that is called the terminator site. So terminator site में transcription stop हो जाएगा, बंद हो जाएगा, खत्म हो जाएगा, और promoter में transcription start करेंगे. Okay, so this area. Now the transcription process, if you look at this, transcription is having three important stages. Okay, protein synthesis or transcription or translation or I'm talking about transcription now. In transcription there are three important steps. Now first step is that I will go back to the this one once again. Just look at here. So first is that initiation, the starting point. Second is that elongation, and third is that is called termination. So there is initiation. The next picture you will see full initiation, elongation, and termination. These are the three important stages you can see there in transcription. Look at here: initiation, elongation, and termination. Okay. Please keep in mind initiation, elongation, and termination. Now, what is happening there in initiation? Now, let me go to the next slide and see. Now, so, okay. So what is happening there in initiation? Initiation, you can notice that here there is a region. I told you that there are two important sites there in DNA. That is, one is called the promoter region. The other one is called the terminator region. Okay. So here there is a terminator region. Now you see this is the terminator and here the promoter is there. Okay. This is the starting point and this is the ending point. Okay. So this you have to keep in mind. So initiation is there, elongation is there, and terminator is there. Now what is going to happen? Just look at next slide. Okay. Now what is written here? Transcription units. Now what is transcription units? Transcription units means, DNA is a very long structure. DNA is a very long structure. The entire DNA is not going to transcribe. Are you getting me what I said? The entire DNA will not transcribe entirely. Okay, a part of the DNA will transcribe. A part of the DNA will transcribe. So which part or which segment of the DNA is getting transcribed, that part is called transcription units. Okay, you are getting me what I said? What is transcription units? Transcription units means the transcribed segment of DNA. Transcribed segment of DNA means the DNA is a long structure. The entire DNA will not transcribe as it is. So a particular protein is synthesized by a particular amino acid. I'm sorry, a particular messenger RNA. So for the synthesis of that protein, how much message written there on the DNA, only that much message will be transcribed. Now you see in your textbook, there are 15 chapters. There are 15 chapters in your textbook. The entire textbook I am not showing you over here. Am I right? I am not showing the entire textbook right now. I am showing a part of the topic. That is what we call chapter. I'm just taking one chapter out of the 15. So that chapter is communicating something to you. Same manner in DNA, even in this book manner, if I talk, in DNA, there are so many chapters. Each chapter is representing an amino acid. Yeah, I'm sorry, a protein. Yeah, messenger RNA. Each chapter is a protein, or each chapter is a messenger RNA. So one chapter, if transcribed, that is not the entire DNA. That is not the entire textbook. So how much part of the DNA is transcribed for the synthesis of protein or for the synthesis of messenger RNA? That is what is called transcription unit. I think you understood it clearly. Okay, if you got if you understood it clearly, please write a big Y over there. Okay, I hope that you don't have any doubt now. Now we are going to the steps of transcription. How many steps I told you before? How many steps of transcription I told you before? 3 steps. Very good. Which is the first one? Which is the first one? Initiation. So in that, somebody is there to work, that is called a promoter. Now we will see this work. Promoter we will see. Yeah, initiation we will see. Before that, we will go for a polling. Before that, we will go for a poll. Okay, get ready for the poll. Okay, ready? I'm launching now. 1 minute time, please do it fast. Only 1 minute time. 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. Students, come on fast. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. Say 1 minute. Okay, I'm sharing the result. Now you see, I stopped it at exactly 1 minute because we want some kind of discipline. I gave you 1 minute means 1 minute. That is more than enough to answer it. Okay, now let us analyze this answer. Can you help me to analyze this answer? Because you are observing your answer there on the screen itself. Can you analyze, anybody? Yes, Vishal is saying that he can analyze. And can you tell me? Even you can unmute yourself and you can talk. Everybody can listen it. Vishal, you can unmute yourself and then you can talk. That way you don't want. You don't want to analyze in front of students. All our friends, no? Okay, anybody wants to analyze it? Poor connectivity. Okay, okay. Okay, nobody wants? Then shall I? Shall I? Okay, okay, Vishal, I understand. Okay, okay. So I will explain now. So before that, you just see how many students responded. How many students responded? You can see the number over there. Can you write the number? Can you write the number there? How many responded? How many students responded? Can you write the number? You just see here 12 plus 3, 15 plus 5, 20 plus 4, 24. That is 66% students only responded. Okay. Now, so when this result we analyze, you just read the question very carefully. In a DNA strand, the nucleotides are linked together by
hydrogen bond.
You are saying hydrogen bond, but you see, okay, I'm getting different answer there. In the chat box, I'm getting different answers. But the question you have to listen carefully. Yeah, you have to read carefully. The question is that the DNA strand nucleotides are linked together by nucleotides. Nucleotides means nucleotide is a brick. Nucleotide is a brick. वो एक ब्रिक का दूसरा ब्रिक रखने के लिए हम लोग सीमेंट यूज कर रहे हैं. कंक्रीट सीमेंट मटेरियल यूज कर रहे हैं. सेम वे डीएनए सिंथेसाइज करते टाइम एक न्यूक्लियोटाइड दूसरा न्यूक्लियोटाइड से कनेक्ट होता है. सो ये न्यूक्लियोटाइड दूसरा न्यूक्लियोटाइड से कनेक्ट होता है, मतलब एक न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स में शुगर है, नाइट्रोजन है, फॉस्फेट है. अभी आपको मैंने लास्ट क्लास में बोला था एक फॉस्फेट मॉलिक्यूल दो शुगर मॉलिक्यूल से कनेक्ट होता है. एक फॉस्फेट मॉलिक्यूल दो शुगर मॉलिक्यूल से कनेक्ट होता है. One is on the left side, the other one is on the right side. So left side, what is there? That is the fifth carbon atom. And and the right side, which is there, that is the third carbon atom. So the phosphate molecule of one nucleotide connecting to the left 5' direction there, third carbon atom of the sugar, and the right one is connecting to the fifth carbon atom of the sugar. Next sugar. There one bond is formed. I shown the picture also how it is getting connected one after the other. There the bond also I told you that time. That bond is called phosphodiester bond. So here phosphodiester bond is the correct answer, but all of you written other bonds. Okay, hydrogen bonds, we know that where it comes. The hydrogen bonds are working there in between nitrogen bases. The peptide bond where amino acids are getting connected to amino acid at the time of protein formation. Then glycosidic bond, the exact location I'm not in a position to tell you right now. So glycosidic bonds are also there. So The correct answer over here is that phosphodiester bond, but unfortunately only the third position it got. Okay, 17%. No issue. So this is the way we are learning the things. I hope that you never forget this question in future when this question repeatedly comes somewhere, because DNA strand nucleotides linked by phosphodiester bonds. Okay, that is between phosphate and sugar. Phosphate of one nucleotide connected to the sugar molecule of next nucleotide. Okay, sugar of next nucleotide. So this is the way the connection is coming. So this is all about this poll. Now we stop it and we are going back to our topic. Okay, now we are going back to our topic. Our topic is then transcription units. So this picture you look at here, this picture examination point of view important. Once they ask this question to draw, just to draw. Okay, it is just symbolic diagram over here. Now you see this is the DNA. Now you see the violet color, what is there? That is DNA one strand, and green color, that is also the DNA strand. That these are complementary strands. The strands are running in which direction? One is in 3' to 5' direction. The other strand is running in 5' to 3' direction. Okay. Here something is written here: template strand, structural gene, coding strand. At this point, not time to time I will explain to you. Now what I want to say that the first point over here written promoter. Now the thing is that if you want to synthesize messenger RNA from transfer RNA, sorry, from the DNA, first of all, the step is called initiation, but the initiation to be started, for that one enzyme has to come. One enzyme has to come to this messenger, this DNA, and in this DNA there is a particular location where that enzyme will come and sit. And which enzyme is coming over here? The enzyme is that RNA polymerase enzyme. So the RNA polymerase enzyme is coming to the DNA, and when this RNA coming to DNA, on DNA there is a site, there is a location where this RNA polymerase is got received. Yeah, they are attached to there. So promoter is what? Nothing else. This is the this is the binding site for messenger RNA on the DNA. Okay, sorry, the binding site for RNA polymerase enzyme on the DNA. Got the point clearly? What is promoter? Promoter is a site which provides place for RNA polymerase. Is it clear to you? Now if you look at over here, they have shown one colored structure over here. The orange colored structure you see here, this is representing the promoter. Now this is the promoter. Now where this promoter is located, remember, ये याद रखना, ये promoter ये दोनों DNA strands में नहीं है, वो एक ही strand में होता है. Okay, वो एक ही strand में होता है, and where this location, that is at the 3' end. So this promoter is located there on the 3' end. So at the 3' end, this is the 3' end we are considering. We are not considering this as the end. This is 5' to 3', but this we are considering, and this 3' end is the place where the promoter is located. You got the point clearly now? What is
yes,
promoter? Promoter is the binding site for RNA polymerase, and where it is located, it is there at the 3' end of the DNA. Okay. Now you can see that once this promoter is sitting over here, something happens to it. Now look at what is that. Okay. Now you can see that the structural gene. Now I told you that this is the promoter. Now I'm talking about structural gene. Now here something is written here. Structural gene, we can notice that means the gene which is transcribing the DNA structure, which is the transcribing unit, we can say otherwise. So what happens once this RNA polymerase is coming and sitting over here? This RNA polymerase, what will happen? Will move in this direction. As a result, new DNA, new RNA, new strand will be synthesized. That is what is written here, polymerization. New DNA, a new strand is getting synthesized over here. Okay, and that new strand is always in the 5' to 3' direction. याद रखना, इसका मतलब रिपीट कर रहे मैं, ये जो दोनों स्ट्रैंड, ये डीएनए स्ट्रैंड है, एक ही डीएनए स्ट्रैंड है, उसको दो स्ट्रैंड्स होता है 3' to 5' डायरेक्शन, 5' to 3' डायरेक्शन. Now they are going to separate, and the RNA polymerase enzyme is coming over here, and this is moving in this direction. When this is moving in this direction, this strand will act as a template strand. टेम्पलेट मतलब मोल्डिंग स्ट्रैंड, एक मोल्ड. अभी आपको मालूम है ये प्लास्टिक और इवन एल्यूमिनियम वेसल्स वगैरह, व्हेन दे आर प्रिपेयरिंग देयर इन द फैक्ट्री, दे आर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इन द फैक्ट्री, they have a mold over there. On according to that mold, they are synthesizing the new one. Same manner, these two DNA strands are getting separated. थोड़ा टाइम के लिए सेपरेट हो गया. सेपरेट होने के बाद ये स्ट्रैंड है ना, कुछ नहीं करेंगे, इट विल सिट as it is. This strand will sit as it is, and this strand will not synthesize anything new. Only this strand will synthesize new, and the strand which is synthesizing new is called as template strand. So the DNA strand which runs in 3' to 5' direction will be functioning as template strand, and that's synthesizing a new strand. That's synthesizing a new strand. Now you can see that. So this RNA polymerase is running on, look at this point, 3' to 5' becomes the template, and this is synthesizing RNA. Okay, whereas what will happen to this strand? This strand will sit as it is. ये कुछ नहीं करेंगे, यो ऐसा ही बैठेंगे उधर. Okay, and so this strand is called coding strand. So this 5' to 3' strand is called coding strand, or it is also called a sense strand. I will tell you why it is called sense strand. So this is called as coding strand or sense strand, but this strand is called template strand. Getting me? Now finally this polymerase enzyme is moving in this direction, and whatever genes are located over here, and these genes are getting transcribed when this enzyme is moving in this direction, and they will synthesize a new strand over here. That new strand will exact replica of the coding strand. That will be the exact replica of the coding strand, but only difference, मैंने पहले आपको एक बार बोला था, थायमिन का जगह पे क्या आएंगे, यूरासिल आएंगे. Okay, so this is the second point I want to say. Here whatever genes are there, and these genes are going to be transcribed, and these genes are called as structural genes. So this much आपको clear हो गया now? Is it clear to you? Any doubt? One, I said promoter. Okay, promoter में मैंने क्या बोला था? एक promoter point is there. That is a site where the RNA polymerase is coming and sitting, and that is mostly on the 3' end of the DNA strand. And then you can see that after the promoter, there is a region where the genes are located, and these genes are exactly going to be transcribed, and those genes which are going to be transcribed is called as the structural genes. Okay, and the DNA strand which runs in 3' to 5' direction is known as template strand, because this is the strand which is going to be divided. Based on this mold, the new strand is synthesized. The strand which runs in 5' to 3, that means the green color में आपको जो दिखता है, that is non-functional, we can say for time being, that is sitting as it is, and so that strand is called as coding strand, or it is also called as sense strand. And finally, the 3' to 5' end strand, they synthesize a new strand that is exactly like that of the coding strand or sense strand, but only difference is that in place of uracil, in place of thymine, what will be there? Uracil will be there, and that is the DNA structure. Now let us see what is the third point. The third point is that terminator. अभी देखिए ये पिक्चर आप देखेंगे तो आपको सीधा पॉइंट समझ में आएगा. Now you see this yellow color में आपको जो दिखता है, that is what is called promoter. ये है promoter, समझा? So ये है promoter. promoter कहाँ होता है? 3' end में होता है. ओके और 3' एंड में प्रोमोटर है, या आके क्या बैठेंगे, प्रोमोटर का उधर क्या आके बैठेंगे, द एंजाइम बैठेंगे। कौन सा एंजाइम है, आरएनए पॉलीमराइज एंजाइम। आर यू फॉलोइंग मी फ्रेंड्स? विच एंजाइम आई सेड, which enzyme I said? RNA polymerase enzyme is sitting on the promoter and then it moves in this direction. अभी देखिए इधर arrow mark दिखाया है. So when it is moving in this direction, genes का duplication, replication होता है. Genes is going to be divided. Okay, कहां से डिविजन चालू करेंगे, यहां से रिप्लिकेशन चालू करेंगे. So यहां से रिप्लिकेशन चालू करके ये आगे आगे जाते टाइम फाइनली ये रिप्लिकेशन यहां पहुंच जाएंगे, ये इधर पहुंच जाते टाइम इधर एक पर्टिकुलर रीजन है. दिस इज व्हाट इज कॉल्ड टर्मिनेटर. सो दिस एंजाइम इज मूविंग इन दिस डायरेक्शन and accordingly the DNA is also, RNA is also synthesized from the 3' and 5' DNA, and finally it reach a spot. There you can see there is a green signal. There is a green signal. That green signal is nothing, that is stop. That is stop, or we can say that transcription termination site. And once it reach over here, the replication process got over. The replication process will end over there and the process will get over, and then immediately after that whatever is synthesized there, that will come out as a RNA. Now you see DNA का structure यहाँ से यहाँ तक है. DNA का length कहाँ से कहाँ तक है देखिए आप. The DNA is extended from this end to this end, extended from this end to this end, but you got RNA, you see how much, only a bit. So this is called as transcription units. Clear to you friends? Because the whole DNA is not transcribed, only a part is transcribed. So this is what is called a transcription units. So in short, how many regions there? Promoter, you got the point clearly. And this is the structure which is carrying the message. This is called the structural genes. And ultimately a region where this process will get stopped, that is called the terminator. And structural gene को और एक point बोल सकता है, RNA coding region is called as structural gene. RNA coding region is called as structural gene. इतना आपको clear हो गया? If it is clear, I will go for another poll now for time being. Another poll. Now get ready for second poll. Yes, it is launched. You will get only 1 minute for that. Do it fast. $33, $35, $36, $38, $40, $43. Come on, do it fast, please. $49, 10 seconds, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2. Time is over. Okay, see the result. Now you see again multiple answers we are getting. I thought only one answer I get, but I got multiple answers. Now you see there on the screen 8% return base. Here also I got only 66 or 64% participants only join in this. Okay, only 66% of people. So 8%, that means remaining people, I think that they have just kept it on and gone somewhere, maybe sleeping. Am I right? They just kept the instrument or device on and then maybe going and sleeping or gone out somewhere. Okay, because we all have passed through these stages now, so we know how the people are working. Okay, so 2% people say, 8% people said base, 58% said phosphate group, and 13% said sugar, and 21% said hydroxy group. Which is the correct answer? Please note down there in the chat box now the correct answer according to you. Come on, fast. Quick. Okay. So I'm getting answers there in the group. It is phosphate group. The 58% of people, they are responding always very quickly. And remaining percentage is 8%, 13%, 21%. Nothing to analyze much here. Sorry, you're wrong. Only the 58% of people, the majority who is having, that is the correct answer. Phosphate group is the correct answer. Okay. Today's second poll, we stop over here. Now you got the answer correctly. Now we come to this topic itself. We come to the topic back, and I will stop within 10 minutes. Okay. Now you see, we got an idea about transcription units. Suppose examination, they're asking any question like write a short note on transcription units. You have to say all this. What is transcription units? What are the components in this simple diagram you have to draw without fail. So ये diagram में clear picture आपको मिल गया है transcription units का. Transcribed segment of DNA is called as transcription unit. That means this is the transcription unit. ये है transcription unit. इतना ही transcription unit है. ओके मतलब इतना जो है इसका पीछे का आगे का डीएनए है, बट दैट इज नॉट द पार्ट बिलोंग्स टू द ट्रांसक्रिप्शन यूनिट ओवर हियर. और बाद में हमने देखा प्रोमोटर इज देयर, देन स्ट्रक्चरल जीन्स देयर फ्रॉम हियर टू हियर. द स्ट्रक्चरल जीन्स, दैट इज नथिंग द आरएनए कोडिंग रीजन, एंड आफ्टर दैट देयर इज ए terminator where the termination occurs. Okay, there the transcription ends. So this picture also you have to keep in mind. Now I'm going to the next slide. Just see this moving picture. Just look at how it works. You see the RNA polymerase enzyme is coming and sitting over there. This RNA polymerase enzyme coming and sitting over there on the DNA. Now this is the this is a promoter region. See the transcription starting site. So they are sitting over there, and once it is set, and then it is moving on the double helix. Yeah, double helix hai. It is moving over here. When it is moving over here, what happens? The DNA strands are getting separated. See, the DNA strands are getting separated. Similarly, they are synthesizing RNA. You can see RNA, they are synthesizing. देखिए, RNA is synthesized. So synthesizing. Finally comes the terminator end. So when it comes to the terminator end, remember, the RNA synthesis is completely over. The RNA is getting separated from this DNA. The entire RNA will get separated from the DNA, and again a husband and wife दोनों माके join करके they are living together. Means the DNA strands which separated for time being again coming back and then coiling and then continue as DNA. So this is about the what you can say transcription process. I hope that you understood it clearly. Okay, now I'm going to the next slide. Okay. Now again you see I'm trying my level best to get it clear. Transcription genes they explain कर रहे उधर, ये है transcription genes, इतना ही है. देखिए RNA form किया. Okay, just look at how it is happening. Okay, see one after the other, nucleotides are keeping one after the other, and finally the RNA is synthesized. Terminator हो गया, promoter हो गया. Okay, देखिए RNA synthesis हो गया, RNA out हो रहे, ये coiling बाद में चलता, means recoiling होता रहता है. Okay. When will be the oral test? Which oral test? Okay. So this part is clear, friends. ये slide आपको पूरा clear हो गया. Any doubt on this slide? Okay. So now let me go to the next one. Now when I come to this part, you see something else. You can see here. This is taken from your textbook. Now you see here two terms you have to note. Now this is the actual DNA. Just look at this point. This is the actual DNA, and this is the DNA. I mean, which is strand which runs in 3' to 5' direction. Its complementary strand is over here. That is 5' to 3' direction. Okay. So these two strands are complementary, and both the strands got separated. देखिए दोनों strands separate हो गया, and 3' to 5' direction में जो run होता है, that strand is acting as template strand, and this is called antisense code or antisense strand. This is also known as एंटी सेंस स्ट्रैंड, और इससे जो थोड़ा टाइम के लिए जो सेपरेट हुआ जो स्ट्रैंड है, ये जो स्ट्रैंड है इट्स का कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री स्ट्रैंड है. So this the means anti-sense code या template strands complementary strand is this one. ये strand थोड़ा time के लिए separate हो गया, and this strand is called as coding strand or sense strand. अभी देखिए इनका complementary basis देखिए, ये thymine है, ये strand में क्या है देखिए, adenine, इधर adenine है, इधर thymine, इधर guanine है, इधर cytosine, okay, इधर adenine है, इधर thymine है, okay. So this strand is complementary strand. Now, out of these two strands, which strand is going to synthesize RNA? This strand. This strand is synthesizing the RNA. When this strand synthesizes RNA, you can see that exact copy of this DNA strand you get. You can get an exact copy of this strand. Are you getting me what I said? When this strand synthesizes a new strand, you get an exact copy of this strand, but this is DNA strand. But you won't get a strand which is DNA, you are getting a strand which is RNA. So since it is an RNA, that this strand is synthesizing an RNA strand, that will not be exactly similar to this. Some difference will be there. What difference is there? Now look at here. G के बाद क्या है? Adenine, thymine. Now सीधा यहाँ आइए, देखिए थायमिन का जगह पे क्या है, क्या फॉर्म किया, यूरासिल फॉर्म किया. गॉट द पॉइंट क्लियरली? नाउ आगे देखिए, इधर थायमिन है, इधर थायमिन का जगह पे इधर क्या है, रेस्ट एवरीथिंग सेम, रेस्ट एवरीथिंग सेम. देखिए रेस्ट एवरीथिंग विल बी सेम, ओनली डिफरेंस इज दैट द थायमिन का जगह पे क्या फॉर्म किया, यूरासिल फॉर्म किया. So uracil form किया, तो then you cannot say it is a DNA, it is an RNA. Okay, so these two strands are exactly similar, but only difference is that the thymine is replaced by uracil. So this strand we can say is a exact copy of this one. So this strand, this strand is called as coding strand. This is the coding strand of the DNA. Actually, this DNA strand synthesized something new like this, but only difference U का जगह पे, T का जगह पे U आ गया है. So this is called sense strand. So ये strand same, ये strand sensing sense कर रहे, लेकिन difference uracil का जगह पे, sorry, thymine का जगह पे uracil हो गया. So it is an RNA. So you got the point clearly. This diagram is also important. It is taken from your textbook. Now tomorrow we will start from this topic, that is transcription and the gene. I thought I will finish this transcription today itself, then I can start genetic code tomorrow, but no, I can't. I'm not able to run like that. When I get a confidence that you understood it clearly, then only I go ahead. That is why I'm going little slow. So tomorrow we will start from here, transcription and the gene. Okay. But I'm very much interested to take. I don't have any problem to take, even how long, till my throat disturb me, I can continue the class. I don't have any issue. But my problem is that 10:30 my wife students will come there here in this platform. So before they come, I have to leave, because I want to hand over this all these instruments to them and for their class. One thing. Second thing is that, see, if continuously if I take, see, anyway I know that people may feel that it is boring, so I don't want to give that kind of feel to you. You have to enjoy, and you have to be happy always. So there should not be a boring situation. That is why sometimes when I feel that it is boring, then I stop the lecture immediately. So now I am happy to continue, but I thought if I take this topic again, I will take some 50, a small topic, some 10 minutes I need for it. Okay, and one more slide is there, one or two more slides I think so, but I don't want to. Yeah, so three, 4 slides are there, including review. That we will do tomorrow. We have a lot of time in front of us. Nothing to worry. We'll finish the topic. Means we'll start the topic from tomorrow. If you have any doubt, you can contact me anytime. I'm very happy to explain the things to you. So your difficulty, always share with us. Okay, we can try our level best to get it solved. Okay. So today